Welcome to the second episode of Face the Future Continuous Manufacturing Experience. We continue our journey in the world of continuous manufacturing, focusing on a very innovative, challenging project for EMA R&D, Extrusion-Molding-Coating, EMC, which is part of integrated continuous manufacturing solution for end-to-end production of small molecules drugs. All started about 8 years ago when we decided to participate in Continuous Pharmaceuticals, a spin-out company of MIT Novartis Center, now able to offer integrated continuous manufacturing solutions, ICM. ICM technology is now considered into the FDA Emerging Technology Program and also mentioned in the draft guidance Quality Consideration for Continuous Manufacturing, published in 2019. Nowadays, Continuous Pharmaceuticals building their first GMP facility in Massachusetts for production of injectable and oral solid forms. Today we meet my colleague Federica Casati, formulation and process development scientist.
Thank you, Guia, for this nice introduction. Hello, everybody, and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join our webinar today. I'm really thrilled to be part of this webinar series about continuous manufacturing together with our partner Continuous Pharmaceuticals. I take the opportunity now to thank the entire Continuous Pharmaceutical team for the great collaboration we had while I was there in the US working with them and how we keep on working together. Come with me and we can start the technical session of this episode. The topic of my talk today is the Extrusion-Molding-Coating machine, what we call EMC, which is the drug product section of the integrated continuous manufacturing plant located in Boston at Continuous Pharmaceuticals. As my colleague Guia has already mentioned, Continuous Pharmaceuticals, which is a spin-out company from the MIT Novartis Center for Continuous Manufacturing, offers a breakthrough end-to-end ICM plant. What do I mean with end-to-end ICM plant? Well, basically I mean that within the same system, through multiple unit operations, the synthesis of the active ingredient and the manufacturing of the final dosage form are integrated into a seamless process. This ICM plant is characterized by very disruptive technologies if we both consider the equipment and the process. The Extrusion-Molding-Coating machine, EMC, is a fully customized and patented machine which allows the continuous manufacturing of solid dosage forms by the integration of hot melt extrusion and injection molding. Before we jump into a detailed discussion about the equipment, I would like to provide you with some background information about the combination of these two technologies. Combining the benefits of hot melt extrusion, which is an already successful technology in the pharmaceutical field, and injection molding has been initially studied by the MIT Novartis Center for Continuous Manufacturing. In the last decade, this topic has gained more and more interest, and it has been further studied by several research groups. Continuous Pharmaceuticals and EMA Active mutually put together skills, knowledge, and resources to develop a machine and a process simultaneously. With that being said, let's now start to describe the Extrusion-Molding-Coating machine. As you can see from this schematic view, the EMC is a combination of hot melt extrusion with a twin screw extruder on the left and injection molding unit on the right. The powders, both API and excipients, are directly fed into the twin screw extruder through gravimetric feeders. The EMC allows the preparation of the solid dosage forms within an extremely short time. What do I mean when I say extremely short time? Well, basically, I'm referring to a few minutes range from feeding raw materials to getting the final dosage form. How does the EMC process work? The twin screw extruder allows the melting and the mixing of the formulation and the homogeneous material flows till the injection unit, where it is injected into the mold cavities. The final shaping occurs through cooling and hardening of the hot formulation inside the cold mold. The EMC includes the coating too. This coating is not applied by spraying a polymeric solution or suspension, but the EMC is designed to inject both the core and the coating subsequently in the same unit. Thanks to the injection molding technology, the EMC has the potential of manufacturing a wide variety of items with different sizes and shapes and very small details like break line and scoring. Because the equipment is characterized by a very quick and easy cavity change in the EMC downstream part, it gains very high flexibility, allowing the manufacturing of solid dosage forms, whether they are tablets or any other solid drug delivery systems as small as injectable implants, for instance. Another advantage of the EMC is that this equipment reduces the manufacturing of solid dosage forms to one machine and one step only. Indeed, if we compare this novel technology to a traditional oral solid dose manufacturing line, EMC can replace multiple unit operations such as granulation, drying, milling, and moreover, EMC does not use any solvent. As I was mentioning before, with the EMC, we have developed a suitable formulation and process for continuous manufacturing of molded tablets, and we have demonstrated that. The EMC can run continuously over 3 days. The drug product meets all the required specifications. The critical quality attributes are reproducible over time, and the control strategy and the use of PATs make sure that the process performs as it should and it maintains the product quality. Now I would like to touch upon some results about tablets' critical quality attributes which were met throughout the continuous run we have performed. I'm going to go through these results very quickly, but please feel free to contact us for any question you might have. Starting with the tablet's critical attributes, such as tablet's weight and tablet's size and dimension, both values were very reproducible over time. Moreover, the molded tablets were tested for friability. The value was calculated as 0.08% of mass loss, which is well below the US pharmacopoeia limit. I would like to draw your attention on this very low mass loss value, which demonstrates very high resistance of molded tablets to mechanical shock, which is a favorable feature for any post-manufacturing tablet handling. Let's go on with other important tablets quality attributes. The tablets were tested by HPLC to verify that the API assay was between 95 and 105% as required by the US pharmacopoeia monograph. In addition, because the hot melt extrusion and injection molding process requires material heating up, we monitor whether the EMC produce out of specification degradation products. The results, as you can see here from the graph, is that for both impurities, individual and total, we were well below the USP specifications. And last but not least, let's now talk about the drug dissolution profiles from molded tablets. The specification from USP for this drug product is release of not less of 70% of API in 45 minutes. All the tablets tested met the specification, and actually they release 70% of the API in approximately 15 minutes. Moreover, what I would like to mention is that the EMC is equipped with PATs to monitor the product quality in line and continuously. We have collaborated with the US Pharmacopoeia to generate a correlation between offline primary analytical techniques and inline spectroscopy techniques, such as Raman and NIR. Indeed, during the continuous run we have performed, the EMC was equipped with a Raman probe to monitor the API solid state and the NIR probe to continuously verify the content uniformity. Those in-line measurements are very valuable for maintaining the process in a state of control and continuously keeping track of the critical quality attributes of the drug product. Furthermore, we have developed a preliminary predictive dissolution modeling which has the ability of mathematically generating dissolution profiles from process and tablets information previously collected. To briefly conclude, the EMC allows a robust process that produces consistently in-specification drug products. The critical quality attributes of the tablets, such as API crystallinity and content uniformity, are monitored in line and continuously by the PATs. This unit can continuously produce solid dosage forms from API and excipient powders within a few minutes range. And in addition, this equipment is able to replace multiple unit operations such as granulation, drying, milling, and etc. The coating process development is still ongoing and there will be more coming up soon. Thank you for your attention. Now, I wish I could have taken you to Boston, but I'm very happy to introduce you to Salvatore Mascia through the laptop. Salvatore Mascia is the CEO and President of CONTINUUS Pharmaceuticals, and he will give you more insights about the company. Now, let's meet Salvatore.
Hello, Dr. Casati. Welcome, everyone, and welcome to Boston. What an excitement to hear all the advantages of the extrusion-molding-coating technology for continuous manufacturing of solid dosage form. I would like to take this opportunity now to walk you through the vision of integrated continuous manufacturing and how the EMC fit into the integrated continuous manufacturing as an entire solution. ICM consists of four main pillars. The first one, very critical, is a continuous flow. We basically have a continuous flow material from the beginning to the end of the process, meaning that raw chemical are added at the beginning of the process, are transformed in the late stage chemical intermediate into the final API powder, and then the API powder directly into the final dosage form. Would that be a tablets like the EMC, or we can also make sterile injectable product if necessary. We use an end-to-end integration, meaning that all the unit operations are seamlessly integrated to each other and there is no isolation of intermediate or the API while we make a specific drug. And we utilize a system approach and an integrated control strategy to basically control the system as a whole. And thanks to the utilization of PAT, process analytical technology, we can monitor the process on a real-time basis and use this information for real-time release of the product as well as for critical control strategy, which are essential for any regulatory application. This system is not just a rigid tube, if you like, but it's a platform technology. We have developed several IP on different novel unit operation and EMC in one of that, which constitute this platform. We have several reactor configuration, several way of doing filtration and drying, or way to make a dosage form. And those unit op integrated to each other to create the ICM line. Those lines are also easily reconfigurable, so we can interchange different reactor configuration or other unit into the system to basically quickly go from drug A to drug B to drug C, and this reconfiguration and changeover can occur in like a week. So this is another key advantages of being able to produce several different drugs on the same platform technology. This vision has already been implemented into a pilot plant into our R&D facility in Woburn, Massachusetts. By looking at our fourth plant of the facility, on the top left corner, we have our dissolution unit operation where the raw material are basically dissolved and then they are flowing through a separation bypass unit operation that allow to remove solid impurity from the raw material. And then the pre-reaction mixture is basically fed into a continuous reaction, continuous crystallization module. From here goes into continuous filtration, continuous drying, and then the EMC for the solid dosage form. And again, I'll encourage to revisit the webinar of Dr. Casati to understand more about this specific unit operation. We also have a solvent recovery station that allows to take the solvent from the continuous filtration, the vapor from the dryer, separate them, clean them, and reuse in a closed loop at the beginning of the process, such to minimize solvent usage. This process looks very different of how pharmaceutical manufacturing facility looks today, which hasn't changed in the last 70 years. It looks more the facility of the 1950, multi-floor facility, large batch reactor vessel with operator that manually record data and then bringing change to the process. If you like to build an analogy, the way to make pharmaceutical today, it looks more of a bakery type of process, where you take product in and out across your supply chain of making a drug, whereas our vision for integrated continuous manufacturing resembles more a mobile, flexible, fully automated assembly line for a drug. You can envision this assembly line where you add different components to your product as the drug is produced until it's finally released out from your system, and all operate under a fully automated mode. This vision for the future of pharmaceutical manufacturing is now becoming a reality. This year, in January, we have received $69.3 million from the Department of Defense Health and Human Services to launch the ECM factory project, a project that will allow to produce the first in the US full GMP end-to-end continuous manufacturing facility. The facility is located in 32 Cabot in Vancouver. It's 49,000 square foot facility. It will contain and operate 2 ECM lines which will be able to produce several different API, oral solid dosage, as well as sterile injectable, all under the same roof. It'll also be able to deliver high capacity throughput up to 100 million doses a year. And the facility is also designed to manufacture up to category 5 potency compound as well as Schedule II product. We are in the middle of initiating our engineering design. We just completed the conceptual design of the facility, and construction will start in September 2021, and the facility will be fully complete by January 2023. We plan to submit DMF and ANDA by August 2023 and having product on the market between Q1 and Q2 2024. We have a bigger vision for this company. Right now we are focused on engineering and perfecting the technology, and now we are launching 2 commercial divisions, one focused on generic. We'll be able to produce our own high quality, low cost generic and distribute this directly to the pharmacy. And on the other side, the division of advanced manufacturing services, which will focus on CDMO for innovator drug company. While we are revolutionizing the pharmaceutical manufacturing industry, we are also going to have a big impact on how we distribute those products. In fact, thanks to the speed at which we were able to produce pharmaceutical in a matter of days, there will not be need anymore to build large product inventory, and so the model of large wholesale distributor could be eliminated and bypassed, such that product can be distributed directly to the end user and to the pharmacy, which is going to have a major impact on the cost of pharmaceutical, finally impacting patient. Here at Continuous Pharmaceutical, we have a patient-centric mission, and that's what drives us every day. I thank you very much for your attention. Very excited to be at this webinar today, and I hope to meet you in person soon so we can discuss more how Continuous Pharmaceutical is planned to revolutionize drug manufacturing. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Salvatore and Federica, for taking us into the amazing world of extrusion molding coating. Thank you for your attention, and I look forward to seeing you for the next episode of Face the Future that will be dedicated to continuous direct compression on September 22nd.